Everybody, it's Invicta. It's time that you can run here the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance Plus series. Happy Tuesday, Mosh Pit. We are waiting for another video to cross 3,000 likes, but we're well on our way. Thanks to a very strong start to April. I do appreciate all the support as always. Here's today's artwork of the day. Artwork used lightly, but still also kind of an endearing way. Sent in here by Rainy Day on the Sinvicta subreddit. Title thread was non-dominant hand Sinvicta icon. And then in the thread, they said, "Hey everyone, my wife recently pulled me back into the Binding of Isaac. I've been happily enjoying the daily routine. We were sitting around as she was drawing with her left hand, and as a righty for fun, I suggested Sinvicta's symbol. The hey sweaty plus the heart was at me, but she figured Sinvicta could be saying it as well. I hope you get as much of a kick out of it as we did." Yes, indeed. I do honestly, like, I thought for a quick second that Mr. Bean was also me, and I thought that my logo was calling me sweaty, but now I see that it's just supposed to be Mr. Bean. Honestly, for a righty doing that with the left hand, that's pretty good. I can't even do that with my right hand, and I'm a righty. C-Day is going to be 0 Alpha 2 Foxtrot, X-Ray Yankee, X-Ray Charlie. We've got good tiers. Kind of okay. No, not kind of okay damage. Shot speed's on point though. Our range is actually really, really bad. But insane movement speed because we're starting off with the wooden spoon. So yeah, and we also have Blue Baby's only friend, which is it's a mega troll bomb that you need whenever you need it, basically. But more importantly, it does give you it gives you it's almost like a trap bomb that you can set for enemies to kind of aggravate towards, as it has like this sort of like loose taunting that it does. It will basically make all enemies kind of charge at it or just fire at it or be around it, and then it blows up and then does a ton of damage. So it's pretty good for the early game, especially again if you just need a bomb like we kind of do right now for this Tinted Rock, right? Meow. And you can also move it like a bomb if you really wanted to. Yeah, this would have been a much better room for Blue Baby's only friend than the one we used it in. But hey, it was a Tinted Rock. Come on. You got to use it for the Tinted Rock. We could use a bomb here to go into the secret room, which is to the left of the item room, I believe. What it looks like anyway. I do want to check out this last room over here. We might as well since we're here. And yeah, so this is going to give us a full charge on Blue Baby's only friend, which we can use against the boss. You can also take a stab for the super secret room, which I think is good to do here, especially with us getting 2 keys. And so the gilded key. Yeah, this is not terrible. So just take a peep into the item room here. Oh man. Gosh, I think we have to. As much as I didn't want to use Blue Baby's only friend here, or my best friend, not Blue Baby's only friend, my best friend. It still makes sense because we can go ahead and take options, which is going to allow us to get 2 boss items for the price of 1. So we have one to choose. We have one to choose from, basically. I think here we just use the reverse chariot card. Since we started with it, we might as well. Of course, we pick the one spot where Fruity Plum is like standing right over a rock, and then we get hit anyway. So that's always fun. Now, getting Blue Candle would be way better than us having my best friend. We take damage here. Also gives us 1/2 of the Leviathan transformation. Or not 1/2, 1/3. We could, in a perfect world, we're going to buy a bomb. We go into the secret room, which I think for sure is going to be to the right of there, but I want to make sure I don't miss it. And then just get a diamond here so we can get Blue Candle. And we get that. Okay. Wow. I was not expecting that, but you know what? I'm going to pretend like I did because I totally planned that, and I should never be questioned ever. And whatever I think is going to happen, it's just gonna happen. I'm just gonna manifest it by just pure positive mental attitude. We got last week's question of the episode coming in here on the non-zero chance episode. This was from the April Fool's Day episode where we featured a Dumb and Dumber thumbnail, which that turned out to be way more creepy than I was intending. having Lloyd just be there, but like in the Eden, I think it's honestly it's Jim Carrey's chipped tooth that made that one kind of unsettling. But you know, it was creepy in a hilariously Dumb and Dumber way. But this one was actually a non-Isaac question that was sent in by PG Windows, who said, non-Isaac related question of the episode. Loving the thumbnail as always. Dumb and Dumber is such a funny movie. What is your go-to movie that is guaranteed to make you laugh, Sin? This is gonna sound like I'm trying to be contrarian, and I'm not. But I cannot remember the last time a movie made me just laugh, like cry laughing. The thing with me is that I don't really get cracked up that much at like visual gags or like it takes a lot to get me to just break. And I honestly cannot tell you the last movie that I was like, oh man, I've got to see that again over and over and over again. It's honestly like a better place for me to have a chance of anyway of breaking into laughter and just losing it is from like TikToks and stuff, or YouTube shorts or whatever, like YouTube videos in general. But movies is concerned, I can't tell you one that I was like, man, you know, people talk about Ghostbusters a lot. Like my best friend is one of his favorite movies is Ghostbusters. And you know, Ghostbusters, it's a funny movie, but I can't really say that I was like, man, this is like, hold on, Zodiac. I can't say that I've ever laughed at a movie harder than I would say I've laughed at like a George Carlin skit or something like that. But videos on the other hand, videos, if I omit movies from this question, just say, okay, what's your go-to when I just need to have a laugh? What's my go-to for laughter? Honestly, I laugh at some of the dumbest things. Like, the one that I cracked up about the most recently was the line filter test. And I know this sounds like such a boomer, like, meme thing to laugh at, but whatever. I don't know. There's some kind of combination between knowing that someone's going to mess up their face with the line filter and then seeing it happen, and then it just gets progressively worse, just absolutely sends me. If you really want to laugh, there's another channel on YouTube. I think they're called Real Facts or Real Science Facts or something like that, where it's an impressionist who does a Morgan Freeman impersonation, and his name is Frank, and he did one about hummingbirds. If you've not seen this one, you need to go watch it, because about halfway through it devolves into like kindergarten humor, and I absolutely lose my mind. On the one part where I don't want to spoil it, but there's one part towards the middle of the video where Frank says, let's slow that down for science, and then something happens, and then he does it again. He's like, a little slower for science, and I laughed at that probably like for 2 or 3 minutes straight. I was just losing it. So that's the kind of dumb stuff that I like to laugh at. Where am I going? What are we doing? Who am I? We got to go back and go get Diplopia. I do want the treasure map, but obviously there's much more upside here to using Diplopia inside the Devil Deal. We have a potential of getting Guppy, and then if we end up not getting Guppy, then I'm just going to use Diplopia on this store here. Getting Head of the Keeper was also very nice. But I absolutely lost it when I saw that video. The line filter stuff, looking at like stupid cat videos when they freak out, or you know, or whatever, or dog videos. It's just I don't know. I have a very simplistic mind. Other funny videos, funny channels. Sometimes I'll have a good laugh at, like Drew Gooden. I love watching Drew. He's got my style of humor. Fredo, of course. Fredo makes me laugh a good fair bit. I don't know if that's a satisfactory answer, but that's the answer. We probably didn't need more shot speed, but I'm going to take it for anyway, and we can just turn into Black Judas here. Yeah, I think we just turn into Black Judas. So damage is now no longer a problem. We just need, the only thing that we have to be cognizant of now, I say cognizant, but the only thing we have to be careful of now is just our HP. I'm gonna drop the Gilded Key too, because I think that it's, even though that did help us, I think that we need to get some regular chests, especially some red chests. And then we just take the treasure map here. We leave with the blue candle. And we get a judgment. Judgment might be okay.
Judgment.
Okay. Well, you know how to make me feel good on a Tuesday where my back is absolutely destroyed right now. We could try to go for the mega chest, but that's really, really greedy, and the odds of it paying out with 2 keys are slim to none. All right, so we got full mapping and full compass. We're looking solid here. We've got Juice's Shadow. We're no longer Eden. And really the only restriction here is the fact that we just can't get Red Heart upgrades anymore. And that's fine. So was there a greedier play there? We could have used Diplopia on Juice's Shadow and not be locked into a Devil deal and gone for Angel deals. I mean, there might have. It's hard to say, really. I think this early on, turning into Black Judas, it kind of aligns ourselves with our... We understand our survivability situation, and needing to get a bunch of soul hearts and stuff, even more so than usual, kind of keeps you focused, or at least me focused anyway. Secret room's there, by the way. Don't believe me? You shouldn't, because I have no idea what I'm talking about. This is like a key of a map, like an actual key. This is weird. This is a weird map. We still have Blue Candle, which can help us out and take down the riffraff. Okay, here's our secret room. I'll bet my credibility on this one. Magic Mush? That shot over here was a lot closer than I care to admit. I get hit by a champion. We can't afford that right now. That's the thing about Blue Candle or any of the either candles, not Black Candle, but you can roast the Keeper, no problem. Keeper, the head of the Keeper is going to keep us fed here with a good amount of economy and fantastic shop. Just give it up. Oh, it's a rare room. You barely see it. Yeah. Pretty sure we saw that room last week. Could be wrong. Seeing this room here tells me that the super secret room has got to be to the south of this room. And it is. Yeah, this is definitely worth doing. The only way I'll be a little bit upset is if we actually get the crystal ball and we get ourselves Sigil of Baphomet. Yeah, that's what we want. We want those soul hearts there with negative luck. Yeah, keep it going. Do not need Swallowed Penny. We already have a coin generated here. Sigil of Baphomet's huge. It's going to give us a damage shield, total invulnerability for a brief moment in time after we kill an enemy. Of course, you can't walk into things without having it, so. Yeah, we go Sty here. First the blind. Yeah. Let's go straight for the boss. But obviously, with us being Black Judas, we're going to be doing so much damage to everything. It comes down to the same old with him. Is just that you have to just stabilize your HP. It's usually easier to do on him than other characters because you have so much damage. You get that safety and damage that we always talk about here that people are I don't want to say are sleeping on, but you know, damage is survivability, which is essentially saving yourself HP. You kill things, you don't have to worry about things hitting you. It's that simple. They can't hurt you when they're dead. So being able to do that at a very efficient and high rate of clearing speed makes your run ultimately safer and more fun. I think it was going to be up there. All right, bomb. Kind of wasted you there. Green Gertie. So Green Gertie doesn't fire. She just spawns a bunch of nubs. Or flies, which we can easily take out. 3%. It would have been a blind devil deal anyway, so whatever. We really don't need the sun card, but if I need like a room clear or something, I guess I can use it. Or we get Curse of Darkness too. So it's very hard to tell on Black Judas, but if you look really closely when we kill things, it's going to give us a damage shield. You can see it right there. It's a little dark circle. I do wish that they would increase the visibility a little bit on the shields, especially if you have something like Holy Mantle. It's very difficult to see. Black Judas. Yeah. I would have liked a bunch of soul hearts here, game. Our battery could be good if we get a soul heart generator. And that's what we're going to be gunning for here. There's also a dice room here, which could be... I would not re-roll this run because mapping and options is just... Yeah, no way. No way to do it. We have too good of a opportunity here. If it's a 5-room, we'll definitely do this floor again. If it's a 4-room, we can re-roll stuff. 3 rooms and 2 rooms are kind of... Unless we had a bunch of crap on the ground that might give us a chance to have a bunch of soul hearts appear or something. I don't even know why I'm bothering with Blue Candle. We can out damage Blue Candle with our tears. Yeah, absolutely. 5-room is huge. 5-room is actually pretty amazing here. It gives us another depths. If we can manage to get something insane off the boss without it nuking our HP because of the devil deal. Got ourselves a Bomba. That was a spectral. That was a spectral Globin. If you're wondering why I was walking over the space, it's because it's spectral. The potential here, and we do get 2 soul hearts. Nice, so we can take a devil deal safely. This is why we have options too now, because we have war. We're obviously going to get one of them is going to be an orbital, which we don't want. But even if it's a basic HP upgrade, we still get something better than an orbital here. And that's much better. A Tears upgrade, absolutely huge, and a Krampus fight for 100% deal with the devil chance. All right. We get Rump of Coal. And, yeah, we're just going to do it again. We will just have to full send it here. I am going to go back and get the car battery, though, real quick. I also go into the curse room here. Could potentially be something nice. And it paid for our entry fee to get into the curse room. We're gonna go back. We're gonna pick up the car battery and then hope that we spawn with a library or something on the next floor. If we can get a soul heart generator, we're in business. We will be unkillable. Obviously, car battery does not affect the candle, although that would be kind of cool if it did. If you shot out 2 flames instead of 1. Double Tinder Rock? No. All right. Take 2. And curse the Excel. Well, we have a chance of making boss rush. Game pretty much did the only thing it could to counter us having an extra floor. mean, technically we still have an extra floor, but we would have had 2 extra floors here. So yeah, or not 2 extra floors, but 2 extra floors of rooms that we could have gotten. Like we could have gotten 2 shops more, 2 secret rooms more, 2 devil deals more, but instead it did the only thing that it could, which was spawn us in an XL floor. So about on par with what you would expect. There's no mini boss, which means that we're definitely going to be getting a greed fight, and that's another thing that the game could have done to completely screw us. And it's almost as if I've played this game a million times. There we go. All right. All right. We're going to be looking for the Fool card. If we can get getting Boss Rush is the only thing that would make up some of the value that we're losing here with it being an XL floor. But with it being an XL floor, again, it's unlikely we're going to find the Fool card in the right zone. But we got the firepower. We're Black Judas. Very, very strong. I use the Sun card in here because we don't need the heal, and I just wanted to clear stuff faster. What in the holy mother of... What is this room, Zombolus? And no, I didn't have to hit all the buttons, but you knew I was going to. If we hurry, we might be able to go to all the rooms before, but then we're stuck having to do boss rush, and we probably could, but it's gonna take a bit. Come on, dude. Have the bomb here. Zombolus' favorite item right there. One of his 2 anyway. Dad's ring. I'm not gonna take Dad's ring. I do wish Dad's ring gave like some kind of damage up. That would be nice. Yeah, there's no Fool card to speak of. So if we want boss rush, we're going to have to do it unless we get lucky and find the Fool card in the next room, essentially. Not in Mom's room, but I mean the one that's to the left of the room that we were just in. And I guess range. Our range is bad, and we do have Lump of Coal. We had to get Massive Infamy, didn't we? Right there, if you're wondering how come I didn't take damage, it's because I used Sigil of Baphomet there. Plowed over the Mask of Infamy heart, the Infamy heart, and then walked over spikes and then killed the other one. So that's where Sigil of Baphomet really comes in handy. It's just one of the strongest trinkets you can have. Let's see what we get from boss rush. Okay, well, all right. Well, now, because I was tempted. I was tempted to go for the Polaroid over the negative. But now, I mean, we got to go with the negative here for more damage, and with Car Battery, Book of Revelation, and also keep in mind that we have options, so we don't even have to worry about being apprehensive about using the Book of Revelations here. Also, that was a really terrible round for us. That was only the first wave. This arena is not great. Tears Raid also could use a little bit of more help here, but again, you see we're just chunking enemies down. We can keep these little dips here if we really, really, really wanted to min-max. We could keep the dips just so we have some way of triggering a Sigil of Baphomet shield in case we get in trouble. That's a pretty high skill cap thing, though, and I'm also just too lazy to do it. But you could do that. Recognizing that you can do something, but could or could not that's real skill right there. So once we get a full charge here and get our HP to full, going to switch back to the blue candle for now, but I'm obviously keeping the Book of Revelations. Kind of hoping that Gabriel was going to kill. There we go. Now, that would be a nice thing to get right now. Would be Revelation. Didn't even see Dark One up there. Luckily, we had the Sigil of Baphomet shield. There we go. So we can at least go back to the candle to get a little bit of extra sustained DPS. This little fadeaway jumper there. Not a basketball fan. I was never really a big basketball fan. Football has always been my sport. Not sure what gate was firing at, but he was firing. Now, yes, we could technically, if we wanted to, we could try to go with the Book of Revelations just so we get the double charge from clearing the waves. That way, we're like just set up for the next floor or whatever. But we're gonna get those charges anyway, so. This would be a very annoying wave here if we didn't have piercing. It's hard for the game to compete with Dark Juice's damage, though, and that's really ultimately what's going to be carrying us through here to victory. He's just a damage factory. Come on, Limehorn. This is just BM now. And we back away to try to get the max scaling off of our lump of coal. Yeah, you shouldn't have walked into that one, Ragman. Carrion Queen's poop kind of just took care of Hollow over there. And we get number 1, which is going to kill our range, but we need a much needed tiers upgrade there. So yeah, and then we get our damage from the negative. And another Curse of the Blind. Now you see the game actually pitching a fit. Like, legitimately just pitching a fit. Didn't actually mean to use the Book of Revelations there, but we did. So number 1's going to give us a huge range down, which does hurt a little bit because of it's an anti-synergy with Lump of Coal, but we make up for it in a big way by getting so much more tiers and really ramping up our DPS. Now, if we were feeling feisty, we could go and skip Womb 2 and Shoal, and I'm kind of feeling feisty. I don't like that the game has been kind of screwing with us here and taking away floors, taking away opportunities from us. I do want to at least see what's in the. Well, no, it's Curse of Blind, so never mind. Yeah, we just see what's in here. Technically, the Satanic Bible would be a little bit worse, just because of the whole devil deal. Okay, well, you know what? Screw you, game. Yeah, that pretty much seals it. Let's go fight the boss first, just to see if we can get another movement speed upgrade or something. Maybe more damage. The only reason why I didn't want to do this right now is because we're wasting essentially 4 soul hearts here. I'm gonna throw an audible at you. Reason why I want to do this first is because there's so many potential rooms here for a full charge that it's gonna cost us even more HP to skip these floors, or to skip these rooms without actually using our Book of Revelations for HP. Do that. I have an 81.2% chance for a deal with the devil, which is a very odd number to... I mean, it's not an odd number, but it's a very odd number to see. See, this is what the game looks like when it's just pitching a fit now. Giving us Eden Soul. You know that we're not going to use Eden Soul over the Book of Revelations. And here comes the 30 cents. Then here comes the key piece, and they blocked us in, but that's okay. See how formulaic we just kind of, it's no, like when stuff like that happens, it's no surprise. I literally call it before it happens. You know what the game's going to do sometimes, and it's just yeah, we know exactly what's going to happen. That's it. Once you've been immersed in the troll for so long, you know how it works. You become part of it. You're molded by it. Molded by the troll. Tom Hardy got a little Uncle Deckard there at the end. Yeah, so we're gonna have 2 more soul hearts ready to rock and roll. It's gonna be death, which we don't care about, but again, it's Curse of the Blind, so as long as you don't pick the left item, we should get the non-orbital. And we did. This is just another basic HP upgrade. Super Secret Room's here. Then we go get 2 more. We can probably, maybe get 2 charges. Let's see, we have 1, 2. We could do the boss trap or the mob trap room, which would technically give us that. So. But you see what I'm talking about here, like me skipping all these rooms and making sure that we weren't clearing them with just a full charge. That's just all wasted energy. That's wasted HP that we could have been using for another 2 soul hearts. So learning how to manage your active item along with how many spaces you have, and this is another thing that comes into play that again a lot of people make fun of me for, but they don't until you see it, until you realize what I'm talking about. It does sound silly, but having mapping and just knowing where you can and can't, or should or shouldn't go, it helps you plan out how many charges you have for your active item, which ultimately leads to higher efficiency for your active item, which in this case is going to give us even more HP, so we're not wasting these charges on basically nothing and clearing rooms at a full charge, which is just going to give us no benefit whatsoever. This way, on the other hand, now we've maximized saying, hey, we just did a full round of the Sac Room Shuffle, and we're going to come away with pretty much all of our HP back intact without getting the 7 soul hearts. You know, it's like that Ed Harris scene in Apollo 13. It's like, you know, I want our men home by supper with time to spare or something like that. It's whatever he says. Like that's what we're kind of talking about. Is like we want to just absolutely put ourselves in the best case scenario, best position to make everything that we need to happen, and still have still have a lot of room to like a lot of clearance room. So plenty of leeway. We could even go to the library if I want to, but I'm not going to because, yeah. There we go. So we go straight to Lamb, and we get Guppy's Eye. Contract from Below. Guppy's Eye and Sin Robes is going to be huge. Contract from Below I'm a little bit iffy about right now. It is late game. But if we get a couple of full charges, then, well, it just pays for itself. Victor Robes gives us basically the HP that we just spent back. Guppy's Eye allows us to see what's inside of the chests or anything that drops, so it's good. Rocking 18.52 damage is that's just tasty right there. Who would have thought that we would have had an Ed Harris Apollo 13 reference today, huh? That was bound to happen. We hit too many Fallens way too quickly without killing him. We needed more movement speed, so that's perfectly fine. So champion, double champion Chub here is not great. Especially yellow champion, but thankfully we got that little movement speed boost from Virus, so we able to dodge it with flying colors. Just gotta bob and weave, bob and weave. All right. Separate the bombs, back out. And I would feel good if we had one more round of soul hearts here. Obviously, we skipped Mom's heart, so we're going to be losing an Eden token. Usually, anyway. Sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes it does work. There's a big room up there. We could go back and get contract from below. I don't think it's necessary at this point. What is you? Definitely don't want to use that on Lamb. There's a full charge. Yeah, this just gets us right back to full HP here. Full rack of everything. And now we can go take contract from below. Okay, thanks, Curse the Maze. Appreciate it. And I mean, we could go clear the other rooms here, but we're in no danger at all. We've got so much HP here, combined with the fact that we're Black Judas. Our damage is OP. We're looking solid here. That was a very bad dodge. I misjudged where those shots were going to be coming out of. The angle that they were coming. I thought they were going to go to the side and not straight down. Okay. Down he goes. My back is really hurting, but you know what? We're going to do a victory lap anyway. It's Tuesday. Come on. We got to set up for Judging of Isaac. Second seed. Tango 4-4 Victor Zulu Sierra November 1. Yeah, I've got, I don't know. It's, my back has been just killing me over the last couple of days here, so... The only thing that honestly feels good is sitting down in the computer chair, as dumb as that may seem. And, you know, I have an inversion table. I use it, I should be using it more, really. And this is just one of those, kind of like one of those, like, yeah, this is why. You gotta stretch that back. Get past your 20s, man. Your back starts going, and the rest is history. Again, we don't have to worry about using the Book of Revelations for anything, because we're going to have we're going to have more options, which is just going to make sure that we don't ever have to worry about getting an orbital and dodging all those really annoying static drops. That does seem to be one of the more universal things that people agree with me on is that static drops just feel bad. It can be one of those, it can just be really demoralizing. Like you fight tooth and nail to get all the way to the boss, and then come to find out that, oh, look, we're getting an orbital that's not going to give us any stats. Or, wow, this is our third XL room in here. And it can be a real big bummer. I mean, obviously there are some static drops that help. If you have D-Bizzle, you can get C-Dizzle. You know, Little Gish is okay, but certainly not something that... He's not an item that you're going to be writing home about. You know, I'd much rather have just a basic HP upgrade any day over Little Gish, and I'm just being real. Emperor card, nice. And it does seem to be one of those universally, mostly agreed upon things. When I talk about how, you know, it is detrimental, in my opinion anyway, to dilute an already kind of diluted boss pool. When we have, you know, repeating items, we have range upgrades that do the same thing, HP items that do the same thing. Just generally flat items is what I would call them. We can take little portal, but I was really stoked about the little portal change, and it's little portal is one of those things that if you don't need them, then you probably don't even care about the changes. There are some times where it would be nice to be able to store items, like if you, in some niche situations where if you had a way to drop your passive items and you had a reroll or like a blank card and reverse judgment, something like that, like that could be really, really OP. But for runs like this, you just don't need them. Didn't even know that was a haunted chest, I'm gonna be honest. And that's one of the things that, you know, people will talk about when they look at my videos. They say like, well, there's no reason not to take them. And so yeah, there's no reason not to take them. It doesn't mean there's anything bad with the item. It's just that we don't need them. You know, it's not a we need to have little portal for this run. So Speak of the Devil. I am going to go for a range upgrade because we do not need HP anymore. And yeah, I'm just going to pass on that. You definitely play the Sacrum Shuffle here to completion because, again, there's so much level here to go through. We're in absolutely no danger of losing all this HP here with Car Battery and Book of Revelation. Some more Moolah. Redemption, which is actually kind of fine for Black Judas here. With a lot of extra damage. Okay, we got our soul hearts right back. Right back, Areno. Actually, I'm gonna pass on Gabriel because if we end up getting item reroll, we're gonna want those Angel Deal keys to drop to reroll stuff. Don't need money. Wouldn't that be a nice sentence to be able to say? We don't need money. Imagine that. Double soul hearts here. I know that we could get a soul heart, but I know the super secret room is not there. So surprising. Yeah. Okay, there's our regular secret rooms to the left of here, guaranteed. Sigil Baphomet saved us another shot there. We get 20 cents just out in the open like that. Okay, so here we go. So we have a reroll pedestal here. We don't need Milo Unicorn. We want something crazy. Give me Deadeye. Big Chub. Butterbean. Or wait, what? Definitely don't need Thunder Thighs or Data Miner. Or that either. All right. All right. Ah. Here's our super secret room, right? Meow. And just getting 2 soul hearts every single time you get a 6 charge on your active item is just so incredibly OP. It set it up perfectly for what we were actually planning on doing, of course. Fine. Curse of Darkness. You know your damage is good when you can kill the toadstools before their tops come back up. Super Wrath. Tender Rock on the top left to try to hide it from us. Super Wrath, you have no HP, sir. Some bombs here. And, you know, we still have 1 Guppy item. I doubt that we're going to see another Guppy item, but you know, we can only miss so many. Yeah, we can only miss so many Guppy items, right? I was able just barely to squeak by and get the Sigil Baphomet influenced shield free entry status. A really fancy way of saying I got through the curse room without taking damage because of the shield from Sigil Baphomet. You gotta, these days now, you gotta really inflate. You know, you gotta show people that you're really important. I'm the CEO of my picture frame company. I'm the CTO of my dog food brand. You know, everyone's got to be their own CEO these days. Market yourself. I think it's what they teach you in the YouTube School of Economics. I've never been big about that. Never been a self-glosser. I've never been someone who tries to highlight all the best parts of me. I'm just me. You know, I'll sit here and tell you when my back hurts, for example. You know, I'm just gonna be honest with you. Great block again by Sigil of Baphomet. It's so good. I will say, everything I've said about orbitals negatively in this video here, Sigil of Baphomet makes orbitals way better. You can just go in with guns a-blazing and sit there and basically just be invincible. Just be totally invulnerable to everything while you're still killing stuff. We'll go to the member card. I know that the coupon's there, but we, again, simply just don't need it. Unless there's something crazy in here. Trisagion. Oh, well. We have a 50% chance to get Trisagion. We have a 33% chance to get Trisagion. I could just buy this. Actually, no, we have a 50%. Oh, that's right. We have car battery. Never mind. It really was a 50% chance and then turned into a 100% chance. Get Trisagion, baby. Oh, man. That's okay. Now that's just getting goofy. Get Bookworm here with the Bible. And, nah. Okay, now 4.5 volt car battery plus the Book of Revelations. And we're Black Judas. Yeah, this is gonna get out of control real fast. Yeah. Would have been nice if we had gotten like Brimstone or something like that, but we'll take Trisagion for a spin. Now, Trisagion, one of the landmark episodes of the Judging of Isaac, which, by the way, is happening tomorrow. If you're excited about that or excited about this video, make sure you click the like button. See, it's one of those kind of self-plugging things that I'm really not a huge fan of doing, but your mind people, they got to do it, and they'll usually do it. The noticeable uptick in engagement. Trisagion, one of the most landmark, incredible turnarounds that we've seen in Judging of Isaac history. It was one of the first really big Judging of Isaac shockers. Was seeing the absolute 180 that I've done on Trisagion itself. If you're wondering how come we didn't get 3 items, by the way, it's because we are not Eden. We are Black Judas. So we have the Book of Belial effect now tied to our active item here. And just hit that, huh? See why you didn't. Getting Spectral Tears would be nice. Notice how we got in and out of the curse room for free thanks to the Sigil of Baphomet. And we could just do this. I mean, we do so much damage, we're just going to get the charges right back thanks to the 4.5 volt. Not sure what's going on with our head here, but it's looking a little strange. I think I gotta go back and see if that was a double tendon rock. Hang on. That was not a double tendon rock. Okay. Yeah, you hear the pings going off there from 4.5 volt, just feeding us more and more charges. I am gonna take Athame, even though it ruins our redemption bonus. It's still worth taking here for the tier effect. I just realized I gave up my Emperor card. Not that it matters, but... Still no Guppy item, by the way. Oh no, we took damage. Better just make double that back. Yeah, we are actually unkillable. Now we're really unkillable. Holy Mantle is going to guarantee that we don't ever take damage in any room, essentially, before we can kill it, except maybe boss rooms. If we could just get some Spectral Tears where our shots are not impeded by the environment, we would be absolutely sorted. Bounced around shots there again because of Sigil Baphomet. We go in the curse room for free. Many people would yell at me for not going to, if I don't do that, so I'm just going to do this now, even though it's unnecessary. Get another Guppy's Eye. Okay, game. Okay. Okay. The secrets, yeah, I mean, we already have full mapping, so none of that's really worthwhile. We're actually still hitting this heart somehow. Blue map, don't really need it. I guess I could see, let's go see what this card is. Empress Machine. Would have been nice if that was my Emperor card back, but yeah, we're just having a really solid, strong Tuesday run. April has been very strong so far. It's I'm not sure if it's March strong yet or January strong, but we're really strong here. I don't think we're January strong yet. January was a very good month. And we get Brimstone, which would ruin Trisagion. I'm going to take Empty Vessel. I'm going to take Eye of Occult, and I'm actually going to pass on Brimstone. Ooh. Now, Libra, on the other hand. Yeah. We do not ever die anymore. Libra only dropped our damage by 9, and it absolutely destroyed the Tears cap for us. With Trisagion, it's just over. And we got all that, we got all those damage ups from Eye of Occult. We're now Leviathan as well. Not that we needed Empty Vessel, but it's nice to have the shield. We haven't even lost our Holy Mantle because we keep killing things, and Sigil Baphomet's not expiring. This is what we would call an unkillable build, for sure. And we just sit there and eat the Brimstone shot from Monstro 2 and just laugh at his face. Trying to make something happen. Trying to be somebody. Not gonna happen. Not on our watch. Birdcage is he's just kind of floating around. Not sure what's going on. Another Curse the XL, but it's not really gonna matter, game. You've sullied it. There's nothing you can do to us. Even if somehow you manage to hit us with like a 9 lives or anything that removes our HP for whatever reason, we just regen it back immediately thanks to 4.5 volt and car battery. And even if we didn't have the car battery, just 4.5 volt Book of Revelations is enough. So as the Aussies would say, good on you, game. Good on you for trying. Remember, we have Libra, so it's going to be an all stats up for any stat up that we get. And let's go fight old Hushy. Again, there's no danger here. Maybe we'll get lucky and find something good in one of the shops. Either the top shop or the bottom shop. The tops drop. The Fat Pat, for those of you who don't know. Another car. I'm pretty sure car battery does not stack on car battery. Take more damage, and we'll take the Soul of Apollyon here. The Magician card. We're making unlimited money right now, too. We have unlimited HP and unlimited money. I'm gonna go back and get that Hermit card as well. Should really be using max range here for Lump of Coal to do its thing. Look how much money there is, dude. Yep. That's Trisagion. Really, this is a good example of showing you just how often Trisagion hits. Okay, now we're just getting silly. Athame's getting in on the action now. It's gonna be like Scrooge McDuck in here. Gonna have that vault filled with a bunch of gold. I think somebody worked out one time. This is just a random thought. Somebody worked out one time that Scrooge McDuck is actually the richest character to have ever been invented because of that vault, like ever. Like the richest entity that has ever existed is Scrooge. But you know, props to him. Having a vault that large filled with nothing but gold, you definitely can't dive and swim through it because it's not a liquid, but you can look at it. I mean, at what point is that too much gold? You're just like, what do you do? You can buy anything in the world. I wouldn't want to have that much money. I'm just making Hush look stupid now. He is Hush McDuck. Swimming in a sea of golden coins. How much money there is. I don't think I've ever seen that much money in the Hush fight. I mean, where do we go from here? I will take the Hermit card. We don't need the body. HP is not something that we have been requiring here. We're getting a Fool card, Magician card. Where did the Empress card, or that Hermit card go? Did we leave it down here? We did. Man, oh man. Just a fantastic Tuesday run. Points. That one might have to be the thumbnail. Having Black Judas be like super powerful with Trisag and everything, that would be cool. That would be cool, but what if we showed Black Judas jumping into the vault of Scrooge McDuck and Hush being buried in all the coins? That'd be a fun challenge for Alex to do. Let me know how he did on the thumbnail, because that's exactly what I'm gonna tell him to do for this thumbnail. He's gonna be like, "Okay." I'm like, "Sí, mucho dinero." He's like, "Okay." I'm like, "Yeah, okay." He's like, "Sí." I'm like, "Sí." Like, "Sí, sí." See, now he's thinking about another animation short. I can tell. I can read your thoughts, Alex. I'm in your brain. I can hear your thoughts. I can see your visions. I know what you're saying. In your mind, you're saying, "See." Yep, back to back Curses of the Line, something like that. I don't know. The game just took us right to Blue Baby. It's done. The game has had enough. I'm just going to sit here and eat the shots. I don't care. So thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to go take care of my back and lie down and just kind of chill out for the rest of the day. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you click the like button, leave a comment down below. Remember, go check out the Mugenics video that I did with Ed as a special interview. Very awesome to do, and man, I'm excited for that game. So go check that one out. Leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on how Alex did on the thumbnail. And thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. And as always, I will see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. Like, thanks to patrons of mine like Minister Lathan, C-Top18, and Bradley Schoenheid. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of the Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find at patreon.com/Invicta.